6 on your side at 10 starts now.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Karen Larry. Disappointing night for Bronco Nation. The Mountain West Conference Championship game wrapping up at Albertson Stadium in overtime with a hard-fought loss for the Boise State Broncos. 6 on your side. Steve Dent joins us live from Albertson Stadium with more on what this means for the Mountain West Conference. Steve?
Well, Karen, it was another hard-fought battle between the Bulldogs and the Broncos, but this time it was Fresno State emerging as the Mountain West champions. I mean, going into this game, Fresno State had never beaten Boise State on the blue, and they did it tonight under whiteout conditions. The game started with Brett Rippon fumbling. That play was reviewed, and it was upheld, and that led to Marcus McMarion and a passing touchdown for Fresno State. They led 7-0. Boise State would come right back, though. A great catch by Sean Modster on a pass from Brett Rippon would tie the game up at 7 apiece. And then from there, it really turned into a snowy mess. Both offenses had trouble moving the football. The kicking game was really a big difference. Fresno State hit 2 out of 2. Boise State missed a field goal and had a PAT block later in the game. But in the fourth quarter, Brett Rippon helped engineer an 86-yard drive. The first play, a pass to Chase Blakely, and then it was Alexander Madison, who was fantastic in this game. He ran it in to tie it up at 13, but that PAT was blocked, so he went to overtime, and in overtime, after a field goal by Boise State, Fresno State punched it in, and they are Mountain West champions. Well, now for Boise State, they will be going to a bowl game, but right now they're dealing with some tough emotions. They laid it all out on the line here today. They really made the city of Boise proud. But when teams are this good and this close, you know, sometimes that ball bounces the other way, and it did tonight. Give Fresno State credit. They are your Mountain West champs. Live at Albertson Stadium, Steve Dent, 6 on your side.
All right, thank you, Steve. And all the fans out there are disappointed also to be drenched with snow throughout the game.
Yeah, there was a pretty good snow coming down. Those big flakes, which are generally an indication of a snowstorm that isn't going to last all that long, or the end of a snowstorm is when those really big flakes start to come down. And we saw that happening for about an hour out there. So, yeah, there was some snow trying to accumulate on some valley floor locations. It's really been piling up in the mountains. Here's the latest view from our Toyota Tower cam on top of the red line. Still a few melted snowflakes there on the lens, and 33 degrees, feels like 27 right now. There has been a light breeze coming out of the southeast. It's 13 degrees in Stanley right now, and that's where we'll be for morning lows in Boise in the extended forecast, believe it or not. The snow shower is kind of drying up at this point around Boise, but there's still more showers to the west of us, and this is a little developing area of low pressure, so we could see some more snow showers overnight. That's what we have in the forecast. Up to an inch of accumulation possible, overnight low of 30, and I'll tell you when we'll hit those low teens in the valley in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you, Steve. Well, as we mentioned, tonight's championship game turned into a whiteout on the blue turf with less than ideal conditions for players and fans, but still, the wind, the snow, the freezing temperatures did not stop dedicated Bronco fans from showing up for their boys in blue. 6 on your side's Madeline White is joining us live from Boise State after spending the day with BSU tailgaters. Madeline?
That's right, Karen. Yeah, people come to support the boys in blue for all sorts of reasons. Some to visit their alma mater, others just because they love Boise, Idaho. But one family I spoke to at today's rainy tailgate was here to root for one boy in blue in particular.
Boise! Yay! Boise! Yay!
Here's something to cheer about. Of all the teams in the Mountain West Conference, Broncos fans are arguably most loyal.
Rain or shine, we're here. You know, we dress for the occasion.
With an average of 34,000 fans per game, the most of any in the league. But school loyalty isn't the only draw. For some tailgaters, it's also family loyalty.
It's a little wet and windy, but we want to root them on.
James and Shauna came to support their son, sophomore left tackle Ezra Cleveland, taking the field in jersey number 76. And watching all this, James says, is pretty cool.
See him excelling and going above and beyond what we've ever expected him to do.
But improving the offense is not the only thing they're proud of him for.
Just gelling. He's become a totally different person than he was before. He's opened up more. He's more confident in himself, it seems like, and you can see that in his demeanor.
Confidence that may just serve him well. The past 5 starting left tackles for the Broncos ended up in the NFL. But for now, the Clevelands are focusing on what's right in front of them.
Just want him to be, nobody to get hurt and just win.
Now, sadly, the Broncos did not nab that win from the Fresno Bulldogs tonight, but there is still potential that they will head to a bowl, the Cheez-It Bowl in Phoenix, but we'll find out more about that tomorrow when the bowl pairings are announced. Now, I know it's sad that we lost tonight, but at least now we can all go home and get nice and warm and dry, right? Live in Boise, Madeline White, 6 on your side.
All right, thanks, Madeline. You can go dry off now.